Hello, 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 my YouTubers. Is yours truly once again, T So Nice. Okay. I am here because I do have a subject this time. I don't know how long I'll stay on it, but I do. But here it is. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos stating why, women why women isn't as feminine. They men want women to be feminine. And here is the deal. It's not that women want to be strong or masculine all the time. A lot of time women is strong and masculine is because they have to be rather than they want to be. Okay, men. So let's get it through your head. A woman does not want to be a man. And if you are a woman, you will know that women love being women. We love the ideal of being a woman so far as dressing up, doing our hair, our makeup, getting our nails done, going shopping, still, the major things that we have to do in life, like going to work and stuff like that. But me, myself, personally, I love being a woman. Yes, we got our things we go through, but who doesn't? I mean, it's all a part of being a woman, but that don't mean I don't like being a woman. That don't mean I want to go out here and just be physical and put myself in a man's position. No, I don't want to do that at all. Okay. I don't want to take the man's place whatsoever. But sometimes we have to. Like me, I had to take on a man's role because I was a single mom by choice. And I don't want people to say, well, the reason why, as single moms out here, are you single and you don't have a man, it's because of your attitude. No, that's not the reason why. It's not always so black and white or grayish or how people want to see it, because they take one situation and they make it all about women whatsoever. All women are not like that. I became a single mom by choice. And my choice was either stay in a toxic relationship and raise my kids in that, or remove myself from the situation and make a better life for my kids. But just because I'm not in a man's life or a man is in my life has nothing to do with them being in the life of their children. I know some men going to say, well, they have to do this and they have to do that and they have to jump over wheels and barrels or whatever. I say do whatever you need to do to be in your child's life, period. Okay? I can't control the next woman and how they go by doing things. All I can go by is how I went by doing things in my experience. Okay? So that's the only thing I can talk about. Everybody's situation is different. So when I hear videos, all kind of videos, talking about women and how we're not feminine, I don't understand. If you live with a woman, you can be strong-minded and still be feminine. Okay, I'm very feminine whatsoever. I like being feminine. Okay, I don't like certain things a man have to do. First of all, okay. And I'm not saying it's just a man's responsibility, because once I became a single woman, it became my responsibility. Like, taking out the trash. I'm going to stand behind that whatsoever. And I'm going to, like, for real, I just think that that's just a man's job, period. Okay. Is to take out the trash. That's it. Take out the trash, cut the grass, make sure the yard is straight. A woman's responsibility so far as, maintaining a household is, the usual, keeping your house clean, you know, making sure the laundry kept up, making sure the home stays in order. That's a woman's job. It don't matter if you work or not. That's just something you're going to do anyway. All right. But being a single mom is different than having two parents in a household. And just because you have two parents in a household don't mean that it has to be the father of your children. Just a man, period. Whether it's your boyfriend or your next husband or whatever, you have a male figure in the home. Okay, I didn't have that, and I chose not to have that because I just felt like more of my concentration should have been on my kids and not trying to pursue another relationship. So I just put all my energy on my kids, getting them up raised and stuff like that. I didn't want them to have to, I don't, if I dated, which yeah, I dated, but I didn't bring guys home. Nobody met my kids unless I felt like it was serious. And due to the fact that I'm still single, it wasn't serious. So I didn't want them to see, this guy coming in because it's not serious. We just dating, we going out having fun or whatever. So there's no reason for me to bring you home to introduce you to my kids if it's not going to go no further than that. Not saying that it was bad. It's just, sometimes it just stays in a friend zone, So that's what it is. But women do not want to be men, period. Okay. We don't. And if you find a woman out there that wants to be a man, then I don't know what to say. She have to make her own video explaining this. Okay. But we don't. Women have to be strong nowadays, especially Black women, because it seems like it's more comments come towards a Black woman when I see these stupid ass videos on YouTube about men, the alpha man or whatever. I don't know, about the men talking about why women are aggressive. It's mainly focused on Black women. It looks like everything on YouTube are floating around TikTok now is focusing on Black women, and I'm not understanding that. Why are y'all, if y'all not going to be there to defend us when the time comes for y'all to defend us, don't be on there talking about us and dragging us down as if every woman in the whole world, and we all come into this one category as being mad, aggressive, like we're just not happy or satisfied and can't maintain a relationship. That's not true, because every relationship that's broken up it's not because of the woman all the time. Yes, you have some out there that may do their thing, but it's not all women, just like it's not all men, but it have to be somebody. If the relationship broke up, maybe it's a mutual thing. Maybe it's something they came to terms with and said, okay, this not work out. We have to go our separate ways. Maybe it's that, but it's not always because of the angry Black woman. We want to be so masculine and strong that we don't want to, a man around in our life. Who wouldn't want a man around in our life? It was what we're born to be. We're raised, society have us raised up to get married, to bear kids, to make a home for the man while he goes out and work. But obviously, society didn't take that note, good when it comes to the man getting up, doing his part, going out there, working, taking care of the household, and coming home to his family. Sometimes you want to take a curve roll, the back roll, and go to the side cheek, and maybe the woman put up with it so long, she was like, okay, I'm not going to give up all this of what you got going on, but I'm going to go get me a side piece too. Two wrongs don't make a right. I'm not saying it do, but hey, y'all can't have y'all cake and eat it too. Okay. You want women say that they want everything. It's never going to be 50-50. Okay. It's not going to be 50-50 in no relationship, no matter how much you put down to it. If you're talking about money wise, because we already know majority of the men out here is going to make more money than a woman. Okay. You may find some women that will come up and make more money than a man, but at the end of the day, it's never going to be 50-50. It's not going to be, okay, I make this amount of money, she make this amount of money, we put it all together, we pay the bills in the house. What's 50-50? What is 50-50? Because when you say 50-50, when it comes to, like putting your money and stuff together, I mean, it's always a woman going to do extra work, because it's just the feminism in us that makes us. It's how we was brought up. Like, we keep our house clean. We make sure the kids are good. Most of the time when men come home from work, not saying that it's a bad thing, but 9 times out of 10, when a man comes home from work, he pretty much just got to chill, eat his dinner and chill and go to bed, wash his behind and go to bed. Where when a woman come home, you know, we gotta make sure the kids is straight. We gotta make sure their homework is done. Go over their homework. Give them a bath. We gotta cook dinner. You know, still trying to keep the house clean and everything. And clothes wash, laundry up. Make sure everything's straight for the next day, and do that over and over again. Now you do have some men that come in and that wants to kill, you know, take the load off, because what's 50 when it comes down to 50-50 is both of y'all taking care of the household. No parent has the right to come home and sit on a behind when stuff need to be done within the house if both of you work. Okay, if both of you work, there's no reason for just one person have to come in and do everything. In my household, like when I was growing up and stuff, like with my mom and my stepdad, because my mom and my dad wasn't together, but I always had a male figure in my life, which was my stepdad, and he was with us ever since we was little. But my dad still played, you know, a part in our lives. He made sure that. So that's what he was always in my life. So I thought I was just blessed to have two fathers in my life. But both my dad and my stepdad have very, you know, similarities when it comes to, you know, a man's place in a household. Okay. And it's like my mom, well, she had jobs. She had, you know, jobs to help keep a little flow of the money coming in. But her main thing was making sure our house was in order, kept up, and everything. So she was more like a stay-at-home mom. That's how my mom was. But she had work times in her life, but not very much. And she does what she want to do. She's very spoiled, but I ain't hating on her, you know. She is. My stepdad, he go to work. He made the money. When he come home, he came home to a clean house. He came home with his food ready and everything, you know, it's cooked and everything, you know. But he didn't come home and sit down, you know, like he didn't do that. When he got off from work, he came home. He went out to the and did yard. If there was yard work to be done, he did it. If it was something needed to be fixed on a house, he looked at it. He checked on it. You know, whatever. If the car needed to be serviced or whatever, he did all that. You know, if he come in and my mom needed for him to go to the store, that's what he did. You know, he didn't come home and he didn't sit down and he didn't wait for her to put the food in his lap and, you know, and all this right here. No, he still maintained his duties so far as how the house goes, you know. And my dad, he was the same way. My dad always been a provider, but my dad is the same. You know, he's like, okay, we both got to get out here and work, you know. So, and my dad was the same way. He go to work. When he come off of work, he go straight to his yard. He loved his yard. He cut the grass. He raked it. He go out in his shed. He mess around with his fishing poles and stuff like that, you know. My stepmom worked. She came home, you know, and she prepared dinner, you know. She prepared dinner. She made dinner for her and her husband, my dad, you know, or for everybody, depending on who was in the household. She didn't have to do like my mom did because we were grown. So if she go in there and cook dinner for all of us, it was just something nice she wanted to do, but she didn't have to do that. She just, you know, cook dinner for him and her or whatever. But it's just cheaper, you know, to just cook dinner for the whole family, whoever decides to cook that day, because I cooked also and I lived with my dad for a little while. So it's like there's still work to be done after you went out and made your money. So when a man say 50-50 in a relationship, what do you really mean when you say 50-50 in a relationship? You say women holler, you know, y'all equal and all this. We could never be equal. I'm not saying we below y'all. I'm not saying y'all is below us or anyone is above, but it's never going to be equal because there's always something that, you know, that a man is supposed to do. Like there's always something a woman is supposed to do. You know, we have to be strong now because we're being attacked from everybody. From every Black women is being attacked from around the world. Why are we the most hated? That's what I don't understand. Why are we the most hated? Because first we have to defend ourselves against, you know, Black men saying, putting us down because they want to date outside their race, and the reason why, because of blah blah blah, we this, we that, we this, we that, you know. And then we have to defend ourselves from why white women say we can't keep our black men, you know, about craziness and all this. Now we have to put up old black men saying, oh well, these women, they out here, they trying to be like men and they want this and want that, but when the time comes for them to put in work or whatever, they're not doing it. What the heck do you mean? The reason why now, you know, women, black women are single is because of what? Our attitudes. It don't have nothing to do like a man cheats or he's abusive or whatever. It's like we got attitudes and we're angry. We are angry. We're angry. We're angry because we're always being attacked and we have no one to defend us but ourselves. So if we come off a little aggressive, if we come off a little bit more masculine, it's not because we want to, it's because we have to. If a man that comes into our life that treats us like a human being, like we're not just here to serve them, and understand that if we got to go out there and work too and still come home and maintain home, y'all have to do the same thing too. You know, we have to why do we have to get angry for black men to understand us? You're black, we're black, we just different species. You know what I'm saying? You a male and I'm a female, but we all come from the same thing. We all went through the same struggle. So why do I have to defend me being upset as angry? Why do I have to defend me as being strong, as want to be masculine and be in a man's place? No, I'm being strong. I have to be strong for myself. I have to be strong for my kids. I have to be strong to live alone in the way this world is today and not back down. And I would not back down. But that still not mean I'm not going to put on my heels. I'm not going to put on my dress. I'm not going to go get my nails did. I'm not going to put my makeup on. It's not like I'm not going to walk out this door looking like the woman I am. Somebody calling me and I'm in the middle of a live video trying to get my point off. Dublin, Georgia. Let's see who this is and what the heck they want. Okay, excuse me, y'all. I'm so sorry, but I'm going to take this. Hello.
Hi, this is Lucas. I'm with Auto Insure Quote with our opportunities team.
See, that's auto people calling me. You know, I just have to go ahead and hang up on them. I don't know how they got my number or what, or whatever. But back to what I was saying. I just feel like, you know, y'all gotta bag up, take it a little easy, because if you want this feminine woman, then stop with all your criticism. Okay, stop the criticism. You know, stop it. If men can be the way the man was, like my fathers and my grandfathers and the fathers after that and after that, then women wouldn't have to be strong. Because nowadays, the way these prices are, it takes 2 incomes, sometimes 3 incomes or 4 incomes, depending on where you live, you know, depending on how much money you make an hour, you know, and everything. And it's like, y'all get mad when y'all say a woman want to go out here and they want a man for his money. Well, half the time y'all want women because of the way they look. So what's wrong with a woman wanting a man for his money? Do anybody believe in love? I believe in love. I'm gonna always believe in love, but I'm old school. You know what I'm saying? So that's different for me. I'm not born in this time zone. And any man that's my age or older, let's say, once a man hit 40, he shouldn't even be worried about what these young girls out here wanting and doing and trying to have. You shouldn't even be speaking on Generation X. That's what they call them these days, Generation X. Why are y'all talking on generation? They're not even in your generation. So the women you're focusing on is not women. They're girls. They're girls. But y'all, everything I see around, they say women of today, you know, Generation X women. Now they're tired of working and they want a man to take care of them, you know? It's not have nothing to do with what year it is. All women want a man to take care of them, but that doesn't mean we're not going to do our part. You know, we're going to do our part. Now me and say, what can you bring to the table? No man but not ever come up to me and ask me, what can I bring to the table? Don't ask me a question that you're not willing to answer. And it better not be how much money you make. Because the last thing I can't stand is someone throwing how much money they make in my face. I don't care about your money. You're going to have money and business about yourself coming in my life, but I don't care nothing about your money at all. Because if I was making it on my own without you, I'm going to make it on my own with you or without you. It don't matter. You see what I'm saying? So it don't matter how much money you make and what you can do for me, because you can't do no more for me than what I can do for myself. And everything I do, I give to the Lord, because that's who take care of me. It has nothing to do with a man and his money. You know, I don't understand that at all. It's like y'all crazy. This it's like my generation is getting their minds confused with this younger generation. And I think it's because y'all trying to keep up with this younger generation. So you want to put yourself in that place. No, you can't do that. You can't take a 40-some-year-old man, a 40-some older year old man trying to come down here and school this young Generation X. You can't do that. Telling them they're wilding out. They belong to the streets. Heck, you belong to the streets at one time. Don't tell me you went to school, came home, sat in your room and did work. You went out there partying, going to clubs and stuff. You can't say you ain't had your fun going through women. You know, you can't say you know, all your focus was your business, because I'm sure by the time you got up to the age you are, you was not a virgin. So you've been laying your seed around somewhere, you know. So y'all kill me with that. Let these younger folks do what these younger folks gonna do, because eventually they're gonna learn, because they're gonna have to grow up. If they're not, they're gonna be your age talking about the next younger generation. And we don't have no business talking on that. Let them do what they do. They young, knucklehead, and stupid, okay? But they will learn, because we was young, knucklehead, and stupid. But we had to learn. And once we learned, we grew up, we matured, and only thing you have to do is take accountability for what you did. Speak on what you did when you was younger before you go out here trying to scold somebody what they're doing because they're young. You know, that don't make no sense. Stop trying to compare older women. Let me rephrase that. Stop trying to compare younger generation to what older women did. Okay, because that was our time. That's how we did it in our time. It was times come up like my mom and them, well, not even my mom, my grandma and them generation, okay? Because even back then, women worked. Men went out in the field and they worked the fields or whatever. Women washed clothes. Sometimes they went and cleaned houses for the white people. And I say white people because back then, black people didn't have maids to coming in and cleaning their house. We cleaned our own house, okay? So don't take that out of contents either. It is what it is. It's part of history. It's in the books, okay? Hey, all I'm saying, me like my cigarette, because y'all make me want to smoke talking about this. And that's my business. So lay off of that, okay? I don't have no, I'll be talking like I got like streams of people like on here looking at my videos. I don't have no one looking at my videos, but just in case they do, mind your business, okay? I'm grown. But at the end of the day, and that's why this video is not for kids. I put it for grown folks. So you cuss, say a few little cussing words and stuff like that. The kids don't need to hear that. But at the end of the day, women do not want to be men. Okay. Yes, every woman wants to be married and have that lifestyle of having a happy home with her man and her kids. And sometimes it come out that way and sometimes it don't. But it doesn't mean because we don't have a man that we want to be masculine. I don't want to be masculine. Y'all, it's for men, okay? I don't want to come out here looking like a man, sounding like a man. I'm just a strong black woman that don't mind expressing how I feel about things, okay? But that don't mean I'm not feminine. That don't mean I don't like a man to be a gentleman to me, because I do consider myself as a lady, all right? So a man will have to be a gentleman to me. You know, I'll be a lady to him. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like we want to have the male role. No woman wants that. So let's get it clear. No woman wants that. And when a woman say that she tired of working and she want to find her man that's going to take care of her, it's not meaning that she's not going to do nothing. You know, maybe it just pretty much mean like, you know, she just want to feel like it's a different feeling when you have someone coming in to help you with the things that you're struggling with. And there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you're still willing to help yourself and contribute. I don't see no man trying to come in, you know, to a woman's home and take over everything, you know, and she not do nothing. No, you got to do something. I don't know what they mean about that anyway, but they shouldn't be saying that because it makes it look bad on all women, and that's not what I'm about. And I can't speak for all, but I'm just saying that's not what I'm about. I'm not about no man coming in. I don't want no man to have no type of control over me whatsoever. Okay? None of that. No one has control over me. Only I have control over myself. And when I'm saying that, I'm saying that because let me pause that for a few minutes because it's getting on my nerve and trying to talk over it. You know, I just thought maybe it'd be something a little different. Who knows? But at the end of the day, it's apple juice. I love my apple juice, okay? But no, women don't want to be masculine. We don't want to be aggressive. We don't want to have to be strong all the time. Sometimes we just want to be vulnerable. Sometimes we just want that man to hold us and say, I got you. Everything is going to be all right. You know, women has been holding down men for a long time. Okay? For a very long time. And some men might not want to admit to it, but we have. Okay, so when it's, you know, like our turn to say, okay, we want y'all to hold us down, then we get backlash. Oh, you strong, you know, you say everything 50-50. I would never say everything is 50-50. Okay. And I think most of the time when men talking about 50-50, are y'all talking about income? What does that mean? That's why I want, what does going and being 50-50, what does that mean? Like when we go out, you take me out to eat, you know, we go half on a bill or something? Is you got a problem with paying for my food? Or when we living together or something and all the bills adding up and you got to split it down the middle? I mean, like, what does that mean? What does 50-50 mean? Does it mean like, okay, I came in one day and did all the housework after I work, so now it's your turn to come in and do all the housework after you work? I'm like, tell me, what does that mean? Or do you pay and I tip, or I pay and you tip? What does that mean? You know, I'm not understanding that. What does 50-50 mean? Like everything's 50-50. Y'all have equal rights. Yes, we had to fight for a lot of stuff because we want to be seen as equal, and we are equal when it comes to the point of we're going out here and we're trying to, you know, build our careers and make a life for ourselves and stuff out here in the work field. Because when we say equal, we means equal pay. If me and this guy, because you can get a man that didn't go to no school or get no education and still come in and make more money than a woman that did go to college and get the education to do her job. So when we say equal, that's what we mean. Equal pay. Why is this man getting paid more than me? And I had to pay to go to school to get this position where he just come in and get trained from the job and get paid more money. Come on now. Y'all already know that's not fair. So when we say equal, that's what we mean, equal. I mean equal as when we going out here working as a woman, because if y'all didn't want that equalness, then y'all would stay at home and take care of the woman while she keep the house and we wouldn't have to work. I wouldn't know what it is not to work, so that wouldn't work out for me. But still at the same time, you know, it takes more than just your income. And a lot of men say, well, I can cook myself and I can clean my own house and I make this amount of money and I got all this and got all that. What can you bring to the table? Honey, if all this material stuff and how much you got means that you're above a person and they got to prove to you what you can bring to the table, You better do like them celebrities do and just get a prenup and call it a day. Okay? If that's all you see as what a woman can give to you, you know? And if all a woman can see if a man can get her is him going out there working just so she can stay at home and do nothing. What kind of mess is that? What kind of life is that? Then I heard one comment of a woman saying that, no, a man saying that, well, I'm getting two of them mixed up, okay? Because one of them was like, one of the comments I said was like a woman. She said that, she's I want to say she's ready to bow down to a man because she's tired of working. She had a good job. She's in her late 30s. She have no kids or whatever, and she ready for a man to take care of her, And I'm like, what does she mean by that? Do they mean that she don't want to work no more? Or maybe she don't want to work as hard anymore, or she want to have that man to come in and help take some of the load off of her? I'm not quite understanding like what she meant. Do she mean like she want a man to take care of her where she don't have to work no more at all and just be a housewife? Because baby, it's work just being a housewife, okay? And by you not having no kids, what the hell are you gonna do? Your house shouldn't be dirty. First of all, if you ain't got no kids around. My house stay clean. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just me here. So I clean up behind myself. My house stay clean. Maybe I need to clean off my table a little bit, but this is like my little workstation. So I have, but it's not dirty though. It's not dirty or whatever. But I'm just saying it's supposed to be clean. So I'm not understanding that either. And I'm not understanding a man. What do you want a woman to bring to the table? If you got everything and you don't need a woman, then what do you need? What do you want her to bring from the table? Because you can have all the women you want in your little black book, that makes you single to call up for booty calls and stuff. But a woman eventually gonna get tired of that, especially if you're not giving her no money. Because if that's all she wants is sex, she don't need you to get sex either. So sex come anywhere. You can get sex anywhere nowadays. I don't know why you want to, but you can. But, so I'm not understanding these talks of these men and women. Now, I'm not going to even say of today's time because it's not even a Generation X. It's these older men, it's these older men that's looking at these young generations and then they're making podcasts and videos about it. And I'm like wondering, why are you a pedophile? I mean, that's kind of harsh, but why is older men looking at these younger girls trying to say what they should be doing and shouldn't be doing and how they acting and they belong to the streets? Just because you're going out having a good time don't mean you belong to the streets, okay? We got women and men that got names that belong to the streets, and it definitely ain't the young Generation X. They just living their life and having fun and making experiences for themselves, whether it's good, it's bad, it's something to be learned from, okay? They don't belong to the streets. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing at age. They going out having fun. Because when it's time to get down to business, then all that's going to be cut out, honey. That's why we don't go out like we used to anymore. I used to go out and I used to party and have fun on the weekend. That was our time, Go out and have a good time. Go party, dance. Ain't nothing going wrong with going out, dancing, having a good time, going home. What's wrong with that? Y'all act like it's a bad thing because a woman want to get up and get cute and go out and party. What is wrong with that? I don't see no men out here complaining about it. Man, you go tell your boys, go stay at home with your family. Men is not women. Now, they say women always going yapping off to their friends and stuff about what's going on in the household. Maybe if y'all behinds was at home so you can talk it out, but y'all don't want to hear it. Time we get to talking, y'all ready to leave. Y'all don't want to hear it. A real couple would sit down and they would talk about things and they would hear each other's side and they would come to some form of conclusion as what's going on and what the problem is. But when women get to talking, y'all act like we just nag all the time, like we have nothing to say. Y'all disregard us. So what are we supposed to do if y'all not going to stick around and hear us talk or whatever it is we got to say because it's bothering us? We're going to go to our friends because you need somebody to talk to. Stay your ass at home so your wife, your girlfriend, your living, whoever you have can talk to you. So you can talk back to her so y'all can come into an understanding besides running off to your boys. Okay? And when you out hanging out with your boys, they ain't no better than when the girls go to their girlfriends, because your boys can go out there and know you're cheating. Because half of the time, the woman gonna go to your best friend and be like, I know you know where he is. And half of the time y'all do, but y'all covering up for him. Why? Is that what you're doing to your woman? You're covering up for your homeboy, so your homeboy's gonna cover for you, so y'all can still be out there in the streets doing what y'all wanted, y'all living y'all doggish lifestyle while your woman at home waiting on you, blowing up your phone. Then when she get tired, she may go to sleep or call her girlfriends over so they can man bash. This nigga ain't shit. He ain't never here, but this and that or whatever. Y'all don't want that. Then it's like both parties have to change a way about how they go about handling situations. Men can be more understanding and listen to their woman. If you don't want her running to her friends, you better stay at home and listen to your woman. You better acknowledge the fact that you got busted, own up to it, and, work it out from there. But don't go out there doing your mess and then coming back trying to talk about Black women are angry or masculine or not feminine at all, because it's not true. We can have a voice and still be feminine. We don't have to bow down and take everything people throw at us, including y'all Black men. We don't have to do that. We're going to voice our opinion because we have one. We're not going to shut up because you feel by you calling us masculine, we supposed to be like, ooh, we got to be quiet now. No, Master Black man. No, Master Black man. We don't have to do that. We can still voice our opinion, still be respected as a woman. We got to step up to the plate because no other man is. There was a video on YouTube where this Black woman got punched in the face by another man with a man standing there. This man gonna go ask this other man, is that your girl? That man said no, and he went over there and punched her in the face. But did you think that other man stepped in and say, nah, brother, it's not what you do? No. So what we supposed to do? Just sit around, just let folks walk all over us, treat us all kind of way as if we're nothing? Are we a piece of gum under your shoe that you could just step on and just leave us there or pick off and toss away? Come on now. What do you expect for us to do? You tell me that, Black man. And I only put it towards the Black men because it's more the Black men that I'm saying. It's Black men, not more. It's Black men talking shit about Black women, talking about how we're not feminine, talking about how we want to be masculine and be strong. We're going to be strong anyway. We're the strongest. Because if you ain't never pushed a child out of you, you ain't that strong. And half of y'all is not strong. And it ain't got nothing to do with streetwise. It be about handling anything. But it's okay because that's what we here for. That's why we got the extra rib, okay? Golly, y'all be getting on my damn nerve with this bullshit feminist thing. Men are more feminine than women. Let's talk about that versus change, okay? If Black women is so goddamn masculine, why is Black men so damn sensitive? Y'all get in y'all feelings too. It ain't the first time men been ignored, but I've always acknowledged men, especially when it comes to Father's Day, because I felt like a lot of men don't get a lot of credit for the ones that is in their kids' lives, for the ones that do go to court and fight for the rights for their children. Okay, I'm not talking about no men that always talk about they don't never get to see their baby, that they kids because they baby mama this, baby mama that. If you're not willing to fight for your goddamn children, then you don't deserve the right to see them. Period. But we do got good fathers out here. We got fathers out here that takes care of their kids. They go pick them up from school, take them to games, go participate in their life, and still not be with their baby mama. So you can't tell me there ain't no men out there like that. I'm going to twist this again because it's kind of getting on my nerve. whatever. Anyway, but let's just say that you got a lot of men out here that's a lot of feminine. They love whining. That's all they doing on goddamn YouTube and podcasts. You whining. These women out here, this you talking about Generation X women. That's what they calling y'all youngins these days, Generation X women. Okay, or it ain't this, it ain't that, belong to the street. Why are you worried about these young girls? You got women your age that's real women that go out here to work, still know what it is to come home and take care of a household. But them are not the type of women you're looking at. You're looking at these young girls who still wilding out, doing something that they supposed to do at their age. So by the time they get to our age, they're more mature now. You know, y'all always trying to compare. Don't compare them to us and don't compare us to them. Leave them alone. Even these knucklehead bass boys out here, okay? They're knuckleheads, but they are everybody's knuckleheads. When you in your late teens, early 20s, okay, you're knuckleheads. But it's okay because you have to go through that stage. Like every generation had to go through that stage. But there's nothing to downgrade them for because they're going through it. You know, if there are problems coming up and something need to be solved, I'm sure they got loving parents that they can go to and talk through this. Y'all always want to tell a person how they should be living and what they doing wrong. No, what you're doing wrong is you're pointing out them doing wrong. They're not doing wrong. They're doing what they're supposed to do. Okay? You're doing wrong by pointing your fingers at them. Point your finger at yourself. Why are you mad about what they're doing? Why you feel you got to make a podcast on what they're doing? And this is from one woman to a man. Not no young girl, not no Generation X. I'm a 50-year-old woman. I look good too, don't I? Okay, I'm a 50-year-old woman, okay, that's talking to a grown-ass man that's probably in his late 30s, early 40s, and probably 50 that want to get on here and talk about this young generation. And most of the time, it's men degrading young women. I don't see them saying nothing about these young knucklehead boys out here in these streets. And they out here doing the most. All women gonna do is put on their half naked ass clothes, do their hair with their weave, get their nails done, put on their lashes, make up their face like women like to do. We like to dress up. And they're gonna go out and they're gonna have a good time. Okay? But you got young behind knucklehead boys out here, got their pants down to their ankle, and you know what? You got middle-aged men out here with their pants down to their ankles. You got older men out here with their pants down to their ankles. But I don't hear y'all saying nothing about that. Y'all so busy talking about women, black women, really, black women, black girls, Generation X. But y'all don't want to step up and say something to these younger boys. And by y'all being black men doing that, y'all should be a mentor to these younger black boys out here. Okay? Try doing that and lead these younger Generation X women to the older women. We got this. Okay? Shoot. I'll always sit on here. Maybe I don't have enough views because maybe my videos be a little bit longer. So I'm not going to have it long this time. But I do want to talk about, my main thing is, you know, women out here, we're not out here trying to be men. We don't even want to be strong like that. We're going to be strong anyway, but we don't want to be strong at the point that it's knocking a man out of our lives to where, you know, we're too masculine. We're not angry. We're very open and outspoken, and we don't take no mess. But that don't make us angry. That make us more assured of ourselves and know that, you know, we got this. So let's just learn from it, okay? Let's learn from it. Let's grow from it, and let's work on it. Let's work on it. How about that? Let's work on it. Because I don't know no woman that wants to take the place of a man. Period. I don't. All the women in my lives, my friends and stuff, they don't. Shoot, one of my homegirls, she love being feminine. She love for a man to come in and hang up her TV, put nails in the wall and hang up her pictures and move her furniture, where I can't sit around and wait for no one to come do nothing for me. I'm not going to beg you to do it either. You know, I'm going to go ahead and get it done myself. Make it happen. It got to get done. Whether a man come in and do it or not, it has to get done. Well, she'll wait and wait and wait. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We're just two different types of women, but we're both women and we're both feminine. Something to think about. Old school. I would say Generation X, but y'all not young. Y'all older. So I'm going to say old school uncles. That's what the younger generation call us now. We get a certain age. You unc and aunties. That's what they say, unc and aunties. But anyway, let's just learn from that. Let's just stay in our place. Let Generation X kids stay in their place. Okay? We're living our life. We can guide them without belittling them. Have a more positive attitude on things. Stop attacking Black women. Before you come to us, check yourself. You're not perfect. You're not out here doing everything right. You're just talking from a man's point of view on how you want things to go. But half of y'all out here talking, y'all ain't married. Y'all may got a girlfriend, but you ain't married. You were probably, and if you was, you divorced. And if you are happily married, what does your woman say? Is she that yes, some no, some daddy type? Do she not have a mind of her own? And when she do speak up, do you still say, oh, stay, bag down, okay? You being a little aggressive. I wonder that, you know? She's going to have respect for you. You're going to have respect for her, because the first time you step out of line and not have respect for her, she's going to turn into the same woman that you're accusing other women to be. Angry and black, besides just understanding that we're not kids. We're not your kids. We're your significant other, like your girlfriend or your baby mama or your wife. You know what I'm saying? We're not kids. So you can't tell us what to do the same way we can't tell you what to do. But we can talk about things and discuss things and come, you know, and go from there. But you can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me what to say. You can't tell me what to wear. You can't tell me how to act. You can't tell me where to walk, and you can't tell me where to go. But because I'm with you, I'm going to respect you. If I have on something you might not agree with, and say, baby, can you please change? But don't say, oh, you're not wearing that. Go back in there and change. It's not going to happen like that, boo-boo. Okay? But if it's something that I'm wearing and you don't agree with, and you say, baby, can you go change? I'll say, yes, darling, I would change, because when I have a man in my life, I'm dressing for my man. I want to look good for my man. If he don't think I look good in that, or too revealing, or whatever it may be, I ain't never had a man ask me to do that, but I would. You know, some of y'all thinking like being this alpha type man is putting a woman in her place, and no, it's not. It means that y'all want to be the one in controlling, telling her when to jump and how high the daggone jump, and she shouldn't have nothing to say about that. It's controlling a woman. Stop trying to control a woman. Only person you can control is yourself. Okay? So stop trying to control a woman. And if you want something out of a woman, you got to know how to address a woman. Because if you knew how to address a woman, you can get anything you want out of that woman. Okay? Anything you want out of that woman, if you know how to address that woman. And she ain't even got to be your woman. Think about that. You want to get schooled on that? Check out my next video, okay? Because I'm not trying to school today. I'm just saying, you can get anything out of anybody you want. It's about how you go about addressing it. That's all I'm saying. Well, until the next time, y'all hold it down. Hope I, enlighten some of you. I know some men might not like it. I don't goddamn care. Y'all call me the angry black woman who's single and ain't got a man. Okay? I'm going to just laugh and keep it moving to my next video. Until then, next time, y'all, good night.